fall quickly approaching, a lot of people will be carving pumpkins, so in my speech today, I'm going to be giving some advice and tips on carving a pumpkin, from picking the right pumpkin to carving the pumpkin to finally lighting the pumpkin. So the first step in picking your pumpkin is to get a pumpkin, and it's important that you choose one that is big enough across that you can put your stencil or your carving on it. So I picked this one, and this is my stencil. You can get online and they have a lot of them that you can print off, or you can just draw your own once you get to that point. But another good point is to get something that you'll have plenty of room. I know that I just said to make sure that it's wide enough, but you also need it to be long enough too, depending on what you choose. So next, we'll be talking about carving your pumpkin. You need a stencil. I just showed you mine. You can print them, or like I said, you can draw them yourself. And you're also going to need a knife. And then, I'm not going to be carving my pumpkin today because I don't have time, but I'll kind of go through the motions. So, you'll start by cutting a circle in the top, and you'll pull the top off, and you then begin scooping the insides out. It's kind of runny seeds and stuff. It's a little nasty, but it's all in the work. So then after that, you can either trace your stencil, you can tape it on and just cut around it, or you can just draw if you're not using a stencil. And you'll cut around whatever you drew or whatever pattern you have. And if you do use a stencil, make sure that you're only using the knife to cut out the specific places it shows you on your stencil. For instance, mine is KU. I don't know if you can see this, but the dark areas are the ones you're going to cut out. Next, we'll be talking about lighting your pumpkin after it's carved. After you carve your pumpkin, you're going to need to light it, and you can either use a candle, or they make new lights now that you just turn on and off, and they're just battery operated, and I think that works fine too. But once you get your lights, you can put them in your pumpkin by taking the top off, that hole that you cut, and you just set your candle in there, and you have a pumpkin. So you can set it outside, you can set it in your house, you can do whatever you want with it. I hope that all of my tips and my advice on picking and carving a pumpkin and how to light it help you this fall with your own pumpkin picking and carving, and I hope you have a lot of fun doing it.